so good. Oh, it's hot out. Why am I wearing a scarf if it's so hot out? August 21st, 2026. My heart, Point Loma, San Diego, California, USA, Northern Hemisphere, the Earth, the Milky Way, and I don't know much beyond that. It's very humbling. Many situations can be clarified by the passing of time. Theodore Isaac Rubin. Time heals our wounds. It teaches lessons that cannot be learned in a day. It allows truths to rise to the surface that at first were difficult to see. In our impatience and restlessness, we may forget our answers come and our needs are often filled simply by waiting. We live in a goal-oriented world, and men are expected to go after what they want. But that is sometimes a foolish approach. Our problems developed over time, and now recovery and growth take time. The learning we missed while we were absorbed in our excesses cannot be captured in a day. Anxieties and stresses come and go for everyone, but we often worsened our problems by trying to cure what would pass on its own accord. We are learning to live more wisely through our periods of stress by trusting in the care of God. I will come back to that. Today, I will allow time to heal and correct rather than automatically reaching for a cure. Coffee. There's a small sentence in here that I really enjoy. It allows truths to rise to the surface that at first were difficult to see. It's talking about time. In our impatience and restlessness, we may forget that our answers come and our needs are often filled by simply waiting. The reason that's interesting to me is because perhaps if I'm connected to myself, if I've lowered my stress state enough to where I'm not fearful about what the day seems to require of me, then I might get these answers a little quicker, actually, right? Because they're there. That's why it takes time. It's because perhaps we're not open enough to even hear them yet. So it takes time for us to actually be in the correct state for the answer to come to us. One thing I learned recently about myself is this concept of perfectionism. Not that I'm perfect, I'm not trying to act like that. Nobody's perfect. But I believed so much in what the world was saying was important, which is to be uber productive, to always be doing and get this done. And yes, it's good to get things done. But when that's like the whole driver of how I feel good about myself, it's like, oh, I only feel good about myself if I really killed it today. I only feel good, I only feel confident if I was amazing today. So the reason why that is so limiting is because it's going to exhaust me, because I'm always chasing my worthiness. It's not just inherent. My worthiness is inherent. I know that like, before I got into this whole world of like spirituality and trying to learn about myself and what people call like woo-woo, stuff that can't be measured, it's so interesting because I have a science background. I did bioengineering for my study, and I got into medical school, and I was always very about prove it with numbers, prove it with metrics. Maybe in a few hundred years or a few thousand years we'll be able to prove like what our nervous system and our heart is telling us, but we can't prove it right now, and I know it's true. I don't ascribe to any one religion, so when it says the word God in here, I don't want to get too much into this because it's like can be really unattractive for people, and everyone has their beliefs, and I don't want to judge. I don't want to be judged. I mean, I don't care if I'm judged, but like, none of us know. Like, we just don't know. And that's okay. But I know that there's something inside me that I don't understand, and I know that my body and my heart understand stuff well before my mind does. And my mind cannot even get close to fully encapsulating and fully understanding the richness and the complexity of the human condition. Like, I cannot explain with words what it feels like to look at somebody's face who I care about, and to like be with them, and to see those moment by moment changes in their facial expressions and how that affects me and how I feel during that, and the hundreds and thousands and millions of thoughts and feelings and perceptions that come through me all the time when I'm having human interaction. Nothing can measure that. Science can't prove stuff like this. Science can get like a little bit, it can have a proxy of it, like we can measure fMRI, all this stuff. Like, I know all this stuff. my whole college study was about reading scientific papers and looking at the statistical power and trying to figure it out. I did bioengineering because I love biology and I wanted to figure out how to engineer and how to take control of it. And we just only know so much. We know a lot. Take it back to the reading, many situations can be clarified by the passing of time. So today is my half birthday. My birthday is February 21. Today is August 21. So I'd like to just bring it back and say that this reading reminds me to calm down, to start each day with a practice that brings me back to calm, so I'm not getting up and jacking a bunch of coffee and getting on my phone and letting the world take me. And I need to get in touch with what my body is telling me, because this body is expertly designed, evolved through millennia, and if I'm disconnected from it, then I'm at a huge disadvantage. And my mind will take me very far. My mind will allow me to become a lawyer, it'll allow me to become a doctor, it'll allow me to believe in all of the lies of the world and this, that. But I want to listen to my heart and connect to my body, because I don't believe life is meant to be lived in fear. I don't know if today's gonna be my last day. I'm gonna jump in the bay over here. I don't know if a shark's gonna eat me. I don't know if when I get in my car I'm gonna get in an accident. I don't know what's gonna happen. And for that reason, I choose my last day, or whatever. I choose my time now to be spent in love instead of anxiety, fear, resentment, envy, jealousy. I choose that. Take care of yourself, people. Take care. Everyone says that. Everyone says take care. I never knew what that meant. Take care means that you are extremely valuable. You are not defined by any of the weird measures of this world. Your value is not defined by money, by what you have, by some action you regret. Your value is infinite. It's literally infinite. All right. I think that's enough seriousness.